Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode on the Kubicon YouTube channel. This weekend we are at the Great American Crawl at Good Evening Ranch in Canvas, West Virginia. I have my beautiful wife Jade here. She is going to help walk us through this weekend. We had an absolute blast at the Great American Crawl and the park, Good Evening Ranch. It was super fun. We got to meet a ton of really cool people, and we're going to walk you through our 2 days at the Great American Crawl. Our first trail right after the driver's meeting was Honey Hole. Honey Hole is one of the busted knuckle race lines for rock bouncers. It is basically a little playground right at the base. There's, what would you say? That's probably an 8-foot wall right at the entrance, give or take. 8-foot rock wall, very intimidating looking at it.
You're gonna want to come my way a
The
little bit.
Kubicon Jeep crawled right up it, seemingly from the driver's seat with ease.
Yeah.
What did you see from the outside?
Hey, come my way.
Yeah, I mean, it had no problem getting up it. I mean, it was a cool little rock wall right there. Definitely a little fun starter to start everything.
Stay my way.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It's just a giant rock playground. There's a ton of different lines. So we went up the infamous Honey Hole slab all the way to the top, looped around, hit a little rock section at the bottom coming down just to test the suspension and everything out. And then from Honey Hole, we shot across to run Can Opener. And Can Opener was, that was a trail. The first and only time that I've had to use the winch on the Jeep to get out of something. Still a little bit pissed about that. I think we could have made it through Can Opener if I had selected a little bit better line choice and listened to my wife here.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have definitely done the line that I recommended, I think you would have made it the first time. That one is definitely line choice. And depends on the size of your rig too. I mean, if you go to that driver's side, if you have a bigger rig, I feel like you get up it if you angle it just right. Definitely that passenger side with that smaller rig and a wider wheelbase, he would have climbed up it a little bit easier and stayed on with that passenger side tire, staying on that higher side. But hey, you never know until you're there and doing it. But I feel like definitely if you have a smaller rig, you get pinched in that kind of rock where your back end falls down. But yeah, I mean, hey, you always kind of have to winch sometimes.
Yeah, we got the passenger side rear tire sucked into kind of just a V-notch where it's a giant axle breaker, and we kind of just opted to pull cable on that one and live to fight another day. So ended up pulling cable, winched right up it with the super winch in front of the Jeep. And from there, we tied into Upper Rubicon, and that's where we kind of ran up through the woods to an obstacle known as the Squeeze. We didn't end up hitting the Squeeze, but while we were out there, one of our friends, he hit the Squeeze in his Jeep and ended up snapping the leaf spring bracket right off the front of the frame. So we were actually stuck in the Squeeze for quite a while. Ended up running to the truck, grabbing a welder, and re-welding his leaf spring bracket back on so we could finish out the day.
It was a great time watching some of the other Jeeps crawl through there though. It definitely, if you're a little hesitant on getting a scratch on the Jeep, wouldn't recommend. There was a lot of definitely cage rubbing on there, but I mean, it was really cool to watch everybody.
So from Upper Rubicon, we kind of broke for lunch from there. Unknowingly, Jade and I were following a group, half of our group. We ended up going all the way across the park to run the infamous Cripple Creek. Cripple Creek, I think, it's between that and Keyhole, my favorite trails at Good Evening Ranch. But Cripple Creek, view-wise, was absolutely beautiful. You're basically running from the bottom of a creek uphill through the center of a creek, and there's just giant boulders, and it's pretty narrow, it's pretty tight in there. All the rocks are really slippery, they're muddy. That water and the mud really added to the difficulty of Cripple Creek, I would say.
Yeah.
Sadie, being the trooper that she is, just slept in her car seat the entire time through Cripple Creek. It was actually really funny to watch. She has a special car seat made for off-road racing that, I mean, it keeps her entire neck, head perfectly still throughout the whole time. So she was safe, she was good, but just made me laugh. We're bouncing around off of rocks and she is just knocked out in the back seat. We hit a ton of obstacles through here that really required a lot of finesse and definitely required horsepower, which our Jeep lacks. Just a lot of tire spinning, a lot of skinny pedal use. But all in all, I mean, Cripple Creek, for me at least, was an absolute blast. It was really pretty, it was really technical, a lot of really cool rock lines, and yeah, it's up there for my favorite trail at Good Evening Ranch.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. It was definitely one of the prettier trails. Definitely the outside of it was awesome. I would definitely have to agree with that trail being the prettiest of the trails. And it was definitely a good test for the Jeep. There was some definitely, like Cody said, you have to finesse some of those rocks. The horsepower we definitely didn't have, but we were still able to make it up, definitely if you choose that good line, and definitely having a spotter that kind of helps you out. I mean, I only know so much, so it's definitely nice having some of those guys there that have the experience to help Cody and definitely get us up that trail.
We're in it this time. It's slick. We were really stuck up in that one ledge that we came up. And I think part of the problem was you were looking at it from the passenger side, where the ledge undercut didn't look so bad. Like that passenger side rear tire was really trying to get up over it, and then on the driver's side, I was in a hole where the entire tire was just under the undercut the whole time, and that's what really was stopping me. In retrospect, like watching the video back, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's really where the problem was. But eventually we were able to kind of get it pointed more to that passenger side and crawl right up it.
On that one was the driver's side that you crawled
Yeah, well, we got passenger side up that ledge and then cut to the driver, and then we smacked the boulder that was in front of us. That's when we got really, really far driver and kind of cut back down off of it.
Yeah.
Your rear disc on there.
And then right after that, we hit that rock wall that I was spinning on for what seemed like ever. And
it was so wet right there that with the water running down it was hard to get a grip of any of those rocks. I mean, me hiking up there was definitely a few times that I almost fell. But I mean, definitely once you get the traction, you got up it. It just took a minute for those tires to heat up.
And the line was a big thing too. We ended up taking a line that I wouldn't have originally chose. It was kind of more off camber, and like the video doesn't do it justice. You know, we're going up a hill, it's leaning really hard to the passenger side, and we had a couple of broke down rigs right underneath us that, like, I'm sitting there trying to think, like, I don't want to roll off this and fall into, you know, all those Jeeps, but we ended up getting a spot right up it, and very tight, very technical little section, super, super slippery. Definitely makes you think, you know, we might need to upgrade the sticky tires instead of DOT tires.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I feel like it would help out, but I also feel it's kind of more fun when you have the challenge and then you have to pick better lines, and it just makes it more exciting when you don't have the sticky tires.
That is true too. That is very true too.
Oh, that's why I'm wondering if he can come this way instead.
Okay. A little bit more. Turn the wheel this way. Just roll forward. I'm going to get you on the line, okay? Turn the hole right.
There you go. There you go.
Stay inside that rock.
Now, keep coming, driver. Keep coming. There you go. There you go.
Cody, I'd back up a little.
You're okay.
Driver.
It's okay. You're doing good. Good job.
Yeah, back up a little bit, and then when you're going up, stay passenger and try to get your back tire on that rock that you're on. Okay. You can probably from right there, start passenger, roll it. Yep. Go, go, go.
Now come, driver, driver. Come your way. You're good. Keep going straight. You're good. Keep going. Straighten this way.
And then to wrap up the day, we hit our last trail was Jigsaw. And Jigsaw was an interesting, very, very short trail at Good Evening Ranch, but definitely a fun one. You start by coming in kind of that V-notch that's in a 90-degree corner. Mm-hmm. My tire fell right off the rock, which ended up working out really well. We were able to turn right around it, climb up the hill to the main ledge on Jigsaw, which is that big ledge. Crawled right up that, and then really the only other obstacle, which it's not an obstacle, it's more just a trail hazard, is there's a 90-degree off-camber downhill turn, and that turn caught my passenger side soft top door surround, just crunched it. So that was where we picked up our carnage for the weekend, was on Jigsaw.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think you would get carnage on that one, but I mean, hey, it happens.
Yeah, that was a poor line choice on my part for sure. All right, guys, that wraps up day one of the Great American Crawl at Good Evening Ranch. Day two will be coming out very soon.
Don't forget to comment and like and subscribe.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.